I know you're tired. Not just physically, mentally, emotionally. That kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix. The kind that sits in your chest. Heavy. Every step feels harder. Every day feels longer. Every effort feels like it's leading nowhere. And there's a voice in your head right now, telling you to stop. Take a break. Maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe you've done enough. That voice sounds calm, reasonable, almost caring. But it's lying to you. Because it doesn't want what's best for you. It wants what's easy. There was a man climbing a mountain. Not for glory. Not for attention. For himself. The climb was brutal. Steep. Cold. Unforgiving. Every step drained him. His legs burned. His lungs screamed. And halfway up, he stopped. Looked down. Then looked up. And the top? Still far away. Too far. That voice hit him. You've done enough. No one would blame you for turning back. You tried. And for a moment, he believed it. He sat there, tired, questioning everything. But then something shifted. He didn't look at the top anymore. He looked at the next step. Just one. That's it. Not the whole climb. Just one step forward. And he took it. Then another. Then another. Slow. Painful. Unimpressive. But moving. And over time, he reached the top. Not because he wasn't tired. Because he didn't stop. That's the difference. You think successful people don't feel this? They do. They feel the same exhaustion. The same doubt. The same urge to quit. The only difference is, they keep going. You're waiting for energy to come back. For motivation to return. For things to feel easier. But what if it doesn't? What if this is the moment that defines you? The moment where you either stop, or you push through. Because this right here, this tired version of you, is the one that builds strength. Not when you feel good. Not when you're motivated. When you're exhausted. When everything in you says stop. And you say, one more step. There was a soldier on a long march. Days without rest. Feet blistered. Body breaking down. Every part of him screaming to stop. But he didn't think about the finish line. He didn't think about how far he had left. He focused on one thing. The next step. Then the next. Then the next. Because he knew something. If he stopped, he might never start again. That's where you are. If you stop now, it becomes easier to stop again. And again. And again. Until stopping becomes your habit. Until quitting becomes your identity. And that's dangerous. Because it doesn't feel like quitting at first. It feels like taking a break. It feels like resting. But deep down, you know the difference. You know when you need rest. And you know when you're just giving up. Be honest. Right now, is this exhaustion? Or is this resistance? Because resistance shows up when you're close. When things get hard. When growth is happening. That's when your mind fights back. Tries to pull you away. Tries to keep you where it's comfortable. But comfort doesn't grow you. It traps you. There was a man building something. Day after day. No results. No recognition. Nothing. Just work. And after a while, he got tired. Questioned everything. Is this even working? Am I wasting my time? But he kept going. Quietly. Consistently. And one day, everything changed. Not overnight, but noticeably. Progress. Momentum. results, all the things he was waiting for. But they only came because he didn't quit when he was tired. That's the part people don't see. The struggle, the exhaustion, the moments where quitting feels easier than continuing. That's where it's decided. Not at the finish line. In the middle. When no one is watching. When nothing is guaranteed. When you're tired. That's where you prove who you are. You don't need to go faster. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving. Even if it's slow. Even if it's ugly. Even if it feels like nothing is happening. Because something is happening. You're building resilience. You're building discipline. You're building a version of yourself that doesn't quit. And that version is unstoppable. There's a fire inside you. Right now, it's weak, flickering, because you're tired. But it's still there. And every step you take feeds it. Every time you push through, strengthens it. Until eventually, it becomes something powerful. Something unstoppable. But only if you keep going. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel strong. You just need to move. One step. That's it. Then another. And another. That's how you get through this. Not by thinking. Not by waiting. By moving. So yeah, I know you're tired. But you're not done. Not even close. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I keep pushing even when I'm tired and I never quit. So that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will push through exhaustion and keep moving forward no matter what.